NBA YoungBoy sentenced to nearly 2 years in prison for possession of firearms. Now, I knew he was in jail. He was at least arrested, and now he was sentenced. So Louisiana-based rapper NBA YoungBoy, whose real name is Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden, and also goes by YoungBoy Never Broke Again, has been sentenced to 23 months in federal prison. The 25-year-old was sentenced for possessing a firearm as a convicted felon with charges deriving from his 2020 arrest. In 2020, Gaulden was shooting a music video in Baton Rouge when he and 15 others were detained for knowingly possessing firearms. More than a dozen guns were seized from the video set. In court docs issued December 10th and obtained by Variety, Gaulden has agreed to an imprisonment of 23 months followed by 60 months of probation. That's 60. Gaulden has been serving time in Utah since May for 6 charges of possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person and for a pattern of unlawful activity, potentially reducing his remaining sentence to approximately 12 months. Gaulden's lesser charges including procuring or attempting to procure drug prescription, identity fraud, forgery, and possession of other controlled substances. Identity fraud? He pretending to be somebody else during a traffic arrest or something? Forgery? His relocation to Utah came as part of a plea deal in which his lawyers argued that moving to Utah would keep YoungBoy out of trouble, per a report from AP News. You know, shootings, they seem to follow certain people, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, another person around me was shot. At a certain point, it stops becoming a coincidence, right? Even if you're not the one shooting. I know people like this. I do. Always around shootings. It's very odd. Very strange. How could that be? Before his onslaught of legal troubles, and at times concurrently, Gaulden was a popular artist on the Billboard charts with 5 out of 8 of his 2022 full-length releases entering the top 10 of the Billboard 200. The last Slimita, which peaked at number 2 on the albums chart, was the rapper's final obligation to Atlantic Records, his label of 5 years. He was signed to Motown in 2022. He also claimed memorable features on songs by Migos, Juice WRLD, and Tyler, the Creator. And that's that. So let me double check, make sure there's no other updates on that real quick. Yeah, not the biggest fan of YoungBoy's music. He drops a lot of very similar sounding music. Like his albums are always like 30 songs long. Check out the AP News, see if they got any extra info. So one of the charges carries a 23-month sentence and the other orders 5 years of probation and a $200,000 fine. So not only all that, but he has to pay $200,000. The rapper acknowledged that while filming a video in Baton Rouge, he possessed a Glock 21 45 caliber pistol and a Masterpiece Arms MPA 30T 9mm handgun. Like, I understand wanting things to have things to show off. So I guess that's like part of the idea behind having these nice guns or like, I don't know, nice guns. But is he really like, is the idea behind these actually protection? Like, is that like he needs all these guns to feel safe? Is that true? Like for real? Or is it just a way to, you know, flashy? Like I like Pokemon cards. You know, I'd be buying Pokemon cards. If Pokemon cards were illegal, I'd probably get in trouble owning Pokemon cards. You know what I mean? Is that what it's like? A little both, I presume. Also, he said in April he possessed a 6-hour 9mm semi-automatic pistol at his home in Huntsville, Utah. He agreed to give up the guns. Gaulden has previously been convicted in Louisiana of aggravated assault with a firearm, according to a statement released in advance of the plea agreement. Utah agents raided Gaulden's home in April amid a complaint that he had this is the identity fraud. There was a complaint that he posed as a doctor in an effort to obtain prescription painkillers. Ooh, damn, bro. Bro thought he could get away with that shit. That's so dumb, dude. Motherfuckers think they're slick. Nobody's slick like that. Okay, I mean, maybe some people, but certainly not somebody so high profile. Like, come on, dude. I guess that's better than, like, he doesn't want to get him off the street, maybe, because fentanyl or whatever. You know, I can understand him being paranoid after a bunch of other rappers have died for various reasons, including fentanyl. So I guess the idea is he wanted to get them straight from a doctor. As part of the federal plea deal, he would plead guilty to 10 state charges and be sentenced to time served plus a $25,000 fine. Gaulden apologized to the court and his family before federal judge Howard Nielsen handed down the sentence. KSL.com reported. I let my situation get the best of me, Gaulden said. He added, I take full responsibility. Oh, that's nice. So maybe he goes away for 2 years and he comes back a better, you know, rehabilitated. NBA, just the guns, it's not worth it, man. No, I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what you have to be paranoid about exactly, but it's not worth it, bro. Especially for somebody in your position. I'm talking straight to him right now. Hire bodyguards to hold the guns legally. If you don't feel safe, hire a professionally trained bodyguard to protect you. Let them hold the guns. And if it's a thing where you just like to show off the material, you know, if it's a material thing, there's not much I can help you with that. I don't know. There's a lot of things to collect out there. There's a lot of cool things you can collect and get excited about. Obviously, jewelry is one thing that comes to mind, but I'm sure he has tons of that. But getting to, you know, like, I don't know. There's tons of shit. Get into Pokemon cards. Get into fucking baseball cards or some shit. I don't know. The guns, man, it's not worth it, bro. Clearly. So yeah, he takes full responsibility. So that's very nice. I hope he takes this as a really serious learning lesson because I like him as an artist fairly. I mean, he's not my favorite musician, but I listen to his albums. I mean, I scan through them and pick out the ones that I like. Honestly. So this is the refocus, something that he needs to help focus creatively. You know, you just got to make the best of this, NBA. My thoughts are with you, man. And I'm sure he probably won't serve the full 23 months. He'll probably get out for some reason or another, maybe after a year. Nielsen said he hopes Golden will get to a place where he can make decisions that are totally unfettered by substances, noting that he would have to walk the straight and narrow by completing court-ordered substance abuse treatment and mental health evaluations. This has been a long road that involved extensive litigation and ultimately extensive negotiation. Atlanta attorney Drew Findling said in a statement Wednesday, Cantrell's defense team is very happy for Cantrell, and we look forward to his many future successes. He will be successful in the future. You know, this is just a very small, short stint setback for NBA, and although very serious, he will get through it. And hopefully he is rehabilitated on the other side. Hopefully he gets through the substance abuse, programs or whatever. Because he has a very bright future ahead of him. This is not the end for NBA YoungBoy. He's still super young. So we're rooting for you, man. You'll make it through this.